Hi guys, and Happy New Year! Can you believe it is 2022? Where has the time gone? Okay, so if you are new here, welcome. My name is Shelby, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk about 2022, what my goals are, reading wise, but also personally and for the bookstore. I do have some notes, so if you guys see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my handy dandy notebook. Have you guys been following me long enough that you remember on my mom's channel when I would sing the mail song from Blue's Clues every time my mom got mail? Do y'all remember that? Good times. So let's start off with my 2022 reading goals, because I have a few, and some of which you guys can join in on. So first, I want to say my reading goal for 2022 is 75 books. I think I can do it. In 2020, I think I read like 30 books, maybe a little over 30. I don't know. I will have to look that up. If I'm wrong, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. 2021, I read 51 books. So I feel like the increase of 25 books, 24 books is like right on, and I want to challenge myself. I think one thing that I noticed, not only about my reading, but just about myself in 2021, is that I am not as organized as I should be. And my life functions better when I am more organized, realistically, for myself, for the things that I like, not only just so that I can read more, but for my mental health, so that my life can run smoothly and all of that sorts of stuff. So 75 books, which is about 6 or 7 books a month, which is going to be a challenge. It's going to be hard, but I like to do things that are challenging to myself. So with that, let's talk about the 100-day challenge that I totally dropped the ball on because I got sick. And I was sick a lot longer than I admitted to people, that I admitted to myself. So I completely dropped the ball on a lot of things, business-wise, the 100-day challenge, my reading, everything. Like, I dropped the ball, and I was trying to push through, but the biggest lesson that I've learned is that I cannot be successful in whatever definition of that word I deem for myself if I am not taking care of myself mentally, physically, emotionally, and all of those things. And I was not. And the universe, God, the ancestors sat my ass down. I was very, very sick, still getting over whatever, but a lot better than what I was. So the 100-day challenge is now going to turn into a 365 challenge, because when I was taking that time to read for an hour every day, great things were happening. I was reading more. I was tracking my reading a lot better. I overall was doing good, and it was forcing me to make the time, right? Which was the important part. It was forcing me to say, hey, I have an obligation for something. And I was seeing the difference in myself as well. So that was important. So now I want to take that, and instead of it just being 100 days, I want to do a full year of that. So starting January 1st, every day for at least an hour, I need to be reading, whether that is an audiobook that I'm listening to, or I'm reading a physical book, or both. It needs to be happening at least an hour every day. Wherever in the day that I can find the hour is fine, whether that be in the morning. That's not realistic for me. But in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, I need to be reading an hour every day. So there's that. Overall in my reading, I feel like last year, and I'm not going to go too far into this because there will be, I talked about this more in my December wrap-up video, but I don't feel like I had a good reading year last year. There weren't a lot of things that I read that were exciting to me, or at least I judged the book by its cover, and then I wasn't as excited as I thought I was going to be. So I want to have a better reading book. a better reading book, a better reading year this year. So with that, the things that excited me, and things that I want to read more of are, I want to read way more fantasy, particularly by authors of color, because The Rage of Dragons was amazing and I cannot get it out of my mind. I want to read more romance because of 7 Days in June, and I want to read more thriller. So that's something that'll be on my radar that I'm going to try to remember. The other challenge that I want to do is the A to Z challenge. So the way that works is just throughout the year, you read books for every letter of the alphabet. I will try to incorporate that in my TBR videos every month. And if you guys want to be a part of that, I will create a little doohickey thingy or whatever that we can use to keep track of the letters of the alphabet. And like I said, I will add that to my list of things to talk about in my TBR videos every month. Why I don't ever have a pen when I need a pen? Anyway, there's that. As far as tracking my reading, I want to do better, but I think I'm going to do a video about different trackers. I still plan to use Goodreads for the challenge, for the Goodreads challenge for my 75 books. And I need to find another way that makes sense for me, because I feel like I fell short. I feel like I could have been doing better. I need to find a different way. We need to find a different way. So for right now, Goodreads is going to do it. I'm still going to be using the Bookly app as well. I need to do a better job with the Bookly app because I just plain don't forget. So for right now, Goodreads and Bookly, but there has to be a better way. So that's all my reading goals. Let's see, personal goals. I started a 6-month challenge for myself in December, which I completely fell short on because I was sick. So if you watched my any of my Vlogmas, that is a lot of what I was showing in Vlogmas. We're gonna start again January 1st because me being sick, a lot of that was thrown out of the window. If you guys want a separate video, I will go into detail about what that 6-month challenge is, why I'm doing it, why the things that are on my challenge are on my challenge, how I plan to track it, so on and so forth. But all of that is for my mental and physical health so that I can be the best version of Shelby that I can be. I'm learning that a lot of what I need is a schedule. Can y'all see the sweat? Jesus Christ. It is ridiculously hot in here. And my makeup never does this. And I don't know what is going on. And it's making me upset. But anyway. Slight blooper in the middle of the video. That's that. That's all of the things that kind of encompass my personal things. Also, different perspective. I think what 2021 has taught me is that I am consistently supported, loved, and protected, and I need to start moving as such. Point blank, period. I no longer have the desire to live in panic. I no longer have the desire to be constantly worrying about what the next thing is or how great the next thing is going to be, or if I do this, is it going to land? Is it whatever? I'm not doing it anymore. I am confident in who I am. I trust the decisions that I make for myself. I trust that whether things go the way that I see them in my mind's eye, or it goes a different way, that everything always works out for me. Everything always does. And the proof is in the pudding. Everything works out the way that it should be. And I think there is a difference between failure and things not going the way that you thought that they were going to go. And I think a lot of what my issue was is because things didn't go exactly to the T at how I saw they were going to go, I deemed myself a failure when that is inaccurate. A lot of the times we get know, we don't get exactly what we want, because there are lessons that still need to be learned. So in 2022, the two things that I will live by is, one, fuck it. Fuck it. Whatever it's going to be is going to be. And I know that it is always going to work out for my highest good every single time. The proof is in the pudding. And two, what was I totally lost my thought process. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see like it going? What was I going to say? I'm no longer worrying. And what was two? I don't know, but the overall is that I know that everything is going to work out in my highest good. And I no longer desire to live in a consistent state of fear, because I feel like that was a lot of where my depression was sourced from, a lot of where my suicidal thoughts were sourced from. It was a lot of, I was so worried that nothing was going to work out for me. When I really just needed to look around and see that everything was actually working out for me. The things that I asked for, I was receiving. The things that I've asked for, I'm continuing to receive. Like I am loved, I am supported, I am protected all of the time. Everything always works out, even when it doesn't. Oh, now I remember. So the first thing is fuck it. The second thing is, what lesson am I supposed to be learning? Because there's a lesson in everything. So we are leaving worry, we are leaving self-doubt, we are leaving insecurities in the 2021, and everything now is going to come from a space of learning of how to overturn those negatives, how to, what are the source of my feelings? Instead of wallowing in my pity, more or less asking myself, why do I feel this way? Where's this coming from? What is triggering this emotion? Does that make sense? Because I have so many things and so many people in my life to be grateful for, that it doesn't make sense, and it's selfish of me to not to feel my feelings, because my feelings are always valid, but just to always just be so miserable. And I think another thing that I've learned is that I sincerely have to trust the decisions that I make for myself. I am no longer seeking outside validation. Whether you understand, you do. If you don't, you don't. I no longer care how other people feel about me and the things that I do. I'm no longer taking those things personally. It does not matter. It don't matter. And I love you to life. I do. I love you, most of y'all just generally, not personally, generally, I love you. But I don't care. I don't care. The most important person in my life is me. And I can't live in this space where I'm so concerned about everybody else that I am not taking care of me. I am a very powerful woman, and I'm becoming an even more powerful woman, and I need to nurture that. And that is what 2022 is going to be about for me. So there's the personal. The bookstore. In the year of our Lord 2022, I want to have my brick and mortar. So there will be a big push for the GoFundMe, because I need some more monies, so that I can get the store up and running. There are a lot of, I need help, because while I was sick, a lot of things fell to the wayside with the bookstore. I'm still catching up on, I have 50 more orders that I need to take care of, that I just slowly but surely trying to get everything done. So getting help, getting my brick and mortar, big push for the GoFundMe. The link is in the underneath bar if you have not donated yet. If you know someone that may want to donate, so on and so forth. All the help we can get is awesome. So that is my goal for the store. Also, I want to do a big push on virtual events, interviewing more authors. Since I had I keep saying, I'm sorry. I'm saying sorry like y'all can hear me. I mean, y'all can hear me, but I can't hear y'all respond back. Anyway, ever since September, when I did the book chat at Squam, it made me realize that one of my many life purposes is to empower other women. I am supposed to be inspiring other women. I'm supposed to be working with other women in some way, shape, or form. My story is supposed to be heard. Also with that, I realized that I like interviewing people. I like talking to people. So there will be a lot of those type of events coming up for the bookstore. So look forward to that. Because you guys know that I want to diversify your reading as much as I can. I also want to get as many authors, particularly authors of color, in the spotlight that I can. So that pretty much sums up everything. I also need to focus on balance. I need to put an emphasis on my personal life again. I need to be dating again. Like, I need to be outside. Like, well, we can't really go outside, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, I need to nurture that aspect of myself. I can't be all work. I need to be some play. And I'm getting there. But that pretty much sums up all of my goals: reading, personal, bookstore. Where's that little fly come from? This video is ghetto. No, it's not. No, it's not. Y'all gonna get what y'all get. This is why y'all love me, because y'all get all of the in-between and the nonsense and the mess and the such. But yeah, that pretty much sums up my goals in general without spilling the beans or giving y'all too much information. So, I think that's it. If no one has told you today, I love you. And I also want to lead you with this, since it is the first day of the new year. Your right now is not permanent. Your right now is not permanent. Your life looks drastically different than it did a year ago. Your life could drastically change in an hour, 5 minutes, 3 months, 2 weeks. Things could be totally different. So don't harbor on what your life looks like right now, just because it may not look the way that you want to, and look for the lessons in that. I love you. It's gonna be a great year. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.